It was just 14 days ago that Barça and Athletic came face to face in the Supercopa final. On that day, Ronald Koeman had the chance to win his first trophy as the Barca coach, and we had the opportunity to lay down some foundations by winning a big, high-pressured game. And despite Griezmann scoring twice, arriving in a big game in a Barca shirt, we let it slip. We let the trophy slip between our fingertips, with Villalibre taking the game to extra time in the dying moments of the match, and Iñaki Williams providing the killer blow to knock us clean out. And such was the frustration, such was the disappointment once again, not only between us Barca fans, but also amongst the players. Even Messi saw red, striking Villalibre, unable to control his frustration, which now, just 2 weeks later, begs the question: can Barca and Messi avenge their dramatic Super Cup defeat to Athletic? Or will it be yet another damaging bump in the road for Ronald Koeman? We are about to find out. Because indeed, hello and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys. This right here is the third meeting between Barca and Athletic Club, only in the month of January. Both teams are coming into this game with one win under their belts so far this season, but in this one, who will come out on top? Kickoff is coming to us at 9 PM local time, live from the Camp Nou, which is our first home game since the 29th of December. We've had 8 games away from the Camp Nou in succession, and here, guys, are the times right around the world for the rematch. And once again, guys, ahead of this big occasion, I've got to bring you the fantastic opportunity over on the Flick app. You can win yourself $2,000. $2,000 is up for grabs for predicting the outcome of this game. It's completely free to enter, and I'm going to be chatting with you guys before the game begins and indeed during it, so please do check that out. And when you're looking at the La Liga table coming into this game, you may indeed say, look, there's 13 points separating Barca and Athletic this season. Surely there's a gulf between the two sides, and you would be right. In fact, we are a long way ahead of them. But as we saw in the Copa final, it's no easy task, and we have to be in this game towards our best level. And the reason for needing to be at that level, quite simply, it's down to Marcelino. Because although he did lose against us just days after coming into the Athletic job earlier on this month, since that game, his Athletic side, they have never looked back. And he's completely transformed the way their team go about their games. Because since that loss to Barca, he has won every single one of their 5 games in all competitions since, which there includes beating Real Madrid in the Super Cup, and then of course us in the final. They progressed to the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey, courtesy there of beating Real Madrid's conquerors, Alcoyano, in the last round. And of course in the league, looking at that game on Monday, they went 1-0 down to Getafe, but they hit back, and they hit back seriously hard, winning 5-1 in the end. But on the flip side of that, let's not forget here about our own form. Let's not forget here about our own run that we have going on, because coming into this game, certainly domestically, we've been very strong in 2021, because if you leave aside there that loss in the Supercopa, we've actually won every game that we've played so far this year, winning 4 league games in a row, and just like Athletic, progressing safely to the Copa quarterfinals. And that's why this game for me, it's huge. There's 2 teams very much in form, with a lot of background, a lot of heart, a lot of emotion coming into this game. But which team here will enter February with their winning run still intact? And just before we do indeed move on to the possible team selection from Ronald Koeman, of course I do have to highlight here Lionel Messi, because he of course returns back in the league from that suspension. He served out that 2-match ban, he scored in midweek in the Copa del Rey, and I'm just wondering here, what sort of Messi are we going to see? What sort of feeling and emotion is he going to have going out into this game? Because it's often said, isn't it, an angry Messi on the field. When you really get under his skin, when he really gets fired up, he can be a real handful for opponents. That would be the danger for Athletic. And Messi, he'll be out to avenge that loss. And I think indeed, when you are looking at the possible team selection here for Ronald Koeman, my only concern would be, given the fact we did go pretty strong in midweek against Rayo Vallecano, will the players here be ready physically to take on this game? But I think certainly many of that starting 11 do pick themselves. You've got Ter Stegen, who's going to return there in goal. Ronald Araujo has been absolutely fantastic at centre-back. He has to play, and he's certainly really secured his place in the starting lineup. Alba there will play at left-back. Frenkie de Jong, absolutely unstoppable there in midfield, and indeed in front of goal this season. You've got Griezmann from the left. Pedri will come back in there down the middle. Dembele from the right. And Lionel Messi lining up at the heart of our attack. But of course, there are a few places in that team up for grabs. You've got centre-back there, right-back, and indeed in midfield. Given the absence of Sergio Busquets through suspension, alongside Araujo, I would love to see Samuel Umtiti. Now, he didn't play in the Copa del Rey. Longley started in that game, so I'm wondering here, is he going to start at the heart of our defence against Athletic? And I'd also look there at right-back. Could we see the return of Sergio Roberto? We've seen Mingueza filling in that right-back area. Serginho Dest, I don't think, has been fit now for several games. He's been really trying to play through the pain, I feel, because we are quite desperate in that area. But Roberto has a chance tomorrow to return, and I think Koeman will play him if he's ready. And in midfield, it's a difficult one, because I would love to see Riqui Puig given an opportunity here in a big league game. He played, of course, from the start in the Copa del Rey. Ronald Koeman was pretty praiseworthy of him after that match. But will he play him here? I'm going to say probably not. Pjanic hasn't played much at all. Busquets is out, and I'd expect him to come in alongside de Jong in that midfield. And this is the team we're likely to see against Athletic. And with that all said and that all done, what we do have to do now is look at your predictions and decide how this game is going to go. And when you look in there at your thoughts ahead of this game, certainly there's positivity. I think so many of us fans here coming into this game, we really want that win. We want to get some sort of revenge here against Athletic. Many of you believing it'll be a win by 2 goals on the night. I'm going to say here, it's going to be a little bit of a less margin. I do think this game is going to be tight. I think there'll be goals, because I think both teams coming into this game, they're physically tiring. I think both teams have had a lot of games recently, and I'm going to go here. The same scoreline as our away meeting. Barca 3, Athletic 2. This one should be entertaining, so get ready for it. So please do let me know your predictions and your expectations ahead of this game down below. Please do get involved there over on the Flick chat for all of that good stuff and to be in with a chance of winning that brilliant prize. Thank you really for watching, guys, and thank you right now for your support. Let's hope for a good game tomorrow, and let's hope we can get the job done. I'll see you then, but until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.